I would like to invite here on stage our last speaker of this session. Now, after that, we'll meet next month for more inspirational presentations. So now, our last speaker is Alejandro Gordillo from Mountain Lodges of Peru. Welcome, Alejandro.
Thank you very much, Marcelo. Hi, Roberto. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Even though under these circumstances, I hope I can see you in person soon, and hopefully everyone else here. This is actually my first time doing this kind of live meetings with operators. My name is Alejandro Gordillo, and I am the operational manager of the division of the routes of Mountain Lodges of Peru. We have the division of the Salcantay Trek and the Laris Adventure Trek. Let me just share my presentation. So first of all, I want to say like MLP it's been always focusing in experiences, and what we do is a luxury adventure mixed with nature, culture, visit archaeological sites where no one else can do it or no one else does it in a traditional tourism. We do it. We do that, plus we add an addition of experience where it's not just where we are located, it's also what we can offer to the people that are coming, our guests, and what can experience around us, and it's very important for us because everywhere where we are located in the middle of the mountains. Instead of the lodge where I am right now, Lamai Lodge, which is part of the Salcantay Sacred Valley Adventure. But what is important for us, it's to always try to make a little bit, insert a little bit in the people, in our guests of the experience, and how can we change that in our guests and with the people or communities that we work with. So I will continue with my presentation. So we are located in 3 big valleys. One is the Salcantay Valley, where we have 4 lodges, and which is more focused in the heart adventure. Then we also have the valley, the Sacred Valley. We are located there with 2 lodges, Lamai and Wakawasi Lodge. The particular thing about Wakawasi is that we are partnership with the community, and that's how we immerse both cultures, ours and theirs, to be part of this quite and unique experience. Because in all of our lodges, in all of our the areas that we are located, the most important thing for us is to hire local people, to develop them, get into their skills, and you know, little by little they start like showing up. I want this, you know, I want to be in maintenance, but then you can see they are better in other things like cooking or housekeeping. So we are very, very worried about how to develop those skills in our people from every different location. And we are in partnership as well with Incaterra, because that's the end of our, pretty much of our packages, either the Salcantay or the Laris Adventure. To end up in Machu Picchu, you end up in this hotel in Incaterra, so we work together. Our products, MLP Mountain Lodges of Peru. We offer this unique experience between Cusco and Machu Picchu. is usually where we start. It's in Cusco, and you end up in Machu Picchu with, you know, like the cherry on top with Machu Picchu. We offer this hard and soft experience, mix it with culture, nature, different archaeological sites. And what you can see in this picture is like the experience and how close can you get with these people, with how do they work and how do they live, and what part of this can you be? You know, our clients can be part of this as well. You know, this is a little bit of the pictures of Salcantay trek. We start in Andean forest, we go up to the glaciers, and then we go down to the jungle. You experience different kind of weathers in just 20 minutes of distance. Talking like 2 or 3 miles of distance, you will experience really cold weather, then to really hot weather. Those in that picture over there on the left, that's the first lodge of the Salcantay trek. You have the most, the main important peaks around the Cusco area, which are the Salcantay and the Umantay. Picture on the right side, it's Lucma Lodge, which is the last lodge of the Salcantay trek before you get to Aguascalientes. So we offer a little bit of everything. As you can see, it's luxury, it's hard adventure, it's soft adventure, it's culture, it's experience within the communities that we are related with, and we always try to be part of them, and as they can be part of us. Because the great example of that is our second lodge in the Lattice trek, which is on the valley, on the Sacred Valley area. They are our partners. They are our partners, and they work to like, they increase their skills and they work to get better together. And that's kind of like the main goal for us. It's like, we are united. We're not just bringing business here for our clients. We're bringing business and adventure and experience for everyone who is around us. Just a little bit more of the pictures that you can see. You know, like you can see, there's a little bit of trekking. There's a little bit of experience, how the local people start their journey by paying an earthman payment, you know, so getting involved in the culture and in the experience before you are part of that. A little bit, this is the second part, which is more of the Lattice trek. We are more diverse in that area. Not like we're not doing in the Salcantay. We do Salcantay. It's a little bit more of the hard adventure. Instead of the Lattice trek, we offer more diversity, where there's more culture, there's more, we get more close to the communities, and we can learn more from them as they can learn from us as well. You see different changes in the people just by after, you know, getting contact with people, getting contact with passengers, the same as our passengers. You know, we keep contact with them after years or after they just leave MLP, and you can see and you can talk to them and how that experience was a life-changing, you know. So it's Lattice trek involves a little bit of everything. Involves more of the city, the culture, the communities, the adventure. We also offer mountain biking and different other kinds of activities here in the valley, which is kayaking, stand-up paddle, different kind of hikings just close in the area. Lamai Lodge has, it's in the Sacred Valley, and it offers many different activities, such as Ochaycosco hike, which is one of the most important besides Salcantay, besides Sacsayhuaman and Machu Picchu. It's one of those places where the Inca and the local people will just go there and admire the weather, admire how the weather changed and how important for them those changing. So those change in the weather, because it will help them to know how the year was gonna come. So we offer a little bit of all that. Plus, we offer as well archaeoastronomy. Andres, my colleague, was supposed to be here. He was not feeling good today. So I took it. This is my first time doing this kind of presentations. But I've been working for MLP for the past 12 years, with a gap of 2 years that I went to live to Hawaii, a big change. But the only thing that brought me back to Peru was all that experience for the last 10 years. And I'm a runner, you know, I'm a marathon runner, and I could never ask for a better place to do what I love to do here in this area. You know, it's just mind blowing to feel the different types of weather, the different type of cultures, because you will see cultures on one area. They are very similar, but they're also very different at the same time. And I think that's what we are focusing on. It's like life-changing experience from our communities, from the communities that we work, and especially for our passengers as well. And right now I am sitting in the living room of our Sacred Valley program, the Lamai Lodge, a very beautiful lodge. It started in 2014. And if you don't mind, I would just like to take like a real quick view. It will only take me 5 minutes. Just to like you can
would love to
experience what it is. You know, like this is the place where we gather all our passengers every time.
Alejandro, sorry, maybe if you stop sharing your screen so you can see your background and full screen.
Of course, yeah. All right. So this is right now the living room of Lamai Lodge. Just a very comfortable place.
Put the camera a little bit down.
With the really nice weather. This is the yard where we have a hot tub, we have a fire pit. Usually people come out here in the afternoons because that's how the time where our passengers come and they experience pachamanca, which is a very traditional meal. We always do it in some of our different lodges. It is part of our, we are well implemented with our protocols, COVID protocols. And just a quick view of one of our, I hope you can see it really well. Let me know if you can. If not, I can just fix it. Very comfortable shower, toilet. This is a twin room. And it has access, an immediate access to the yard. We are all surrounded by mountains, great weather, amazing culture around, nice places to visit just in the area. And way up there, it's Ochaicosko, where I was telling you, it's an amazing place to hike either on 1 or 2 days or just on a full day, which, like I said, we have programs from 1 day to 10 days. 1 day, if you just want to come for a full day, or 10 days, such as our, we call it the Black Diamond Experience, which is 10 days of hiking in different places with different terrains and meeting different cultures. And that's it. MLP, it's we've been open and operating since the beginning of this year, even a little before, because there was a lot of movement with national passengers, and And yes, well, I think that's pretty much everything. And if you have any questions, glad to respond all of them.
That's great, Alejandro. Thank you very much. Thank you for replacing Andres. You did really well. Thank you very much. Say hello to Andres from us.
I will. Thank you.
I have a first question, which is, you are very Mountain Lodges of Peru is very well connected with small villages like Choquecancha and the Laris track, and especially in Wakawazi, where you said you partner with the local community. I know this is not the original economic source for them, so they probably work with many other things on the land and exchanging items and things like that. But how did they feel the lack of travelers during the COVID? How are they dealing with that, and how is Mountain Lodges of Peru dealing with the situation regarding the local communities?
Well, it definitely affect directly to them. Like you said, you know, they exchange things, they work with their land, agriculture, but at the same time, tourism, it's one of the most important ways for them to work and to make money. So all this pandemic, it affected a lot. It affected very hard for them, especially for Wakawazi, because they are partnership with us. And so they were very open since the beginning to accept new challenges, such as you know, like implementing protocols inside the lodge, with also in the community as well. Choquecancha, it's a very unique place. We work with this lovely woman, Maria, and you can see the changes that this year has done with them and has done with us as well. We've been working with them. We haven't lost any contact with them in all this year, just by telling them that this will come back eventually, little by little. It's not gonna be like any other year that we had. We are getting there. I am actually very impressed and surprised for the passengers that we've been having this last month. What they've been doing and what we've been doing with them, it's working together in creating new experiences, new ways of changing lives for both of them, for both communities and our passengers. And it's amazing, because sometimes you find those at the beginning when MLP knock on their doors, it was hard, it was difficult. But once they see what we do and how we do it, for them is just an opportunity to keep developing and growing, not just for them, for their families. It's amazing. People, they started by only speaking Quechua and not having any clue on how to do a bed. And right now we have 5 people that are our gobernantes, which are the managers of each lodge. And it's amazing, you know, it's just the life changing on them. It's huge, and for their families as well.
Personal entrepreneurship. That's incredible. Thank you very much, Alejandro. It was a great and inspiring presentation. It's really good to have the chance to see the garden and a little bit of the internal parts of the lodge. So thanks again, and Marcelo.
Roberto and Marcelo, for the opportunity as well.
Thank you very much, Alejandro. It was great to see the lodge and to hear from you, to know you are a trail runner. If you run there near the lodge, I believe you are a trail runner.
Oh yeah,
and
more than welcome. And